It's the question that brought you here. What is the Matrix? The question that signifies seeing beyond the invisible prison walls of our reality. Asking the question is one of the first signs of awakening, waking up. The human experience of reality in the early 21st century is known as the Matrix, maybe a computer program, a holographic universe, the third dimension. As Morpheus says in The Matrix, everything you see around you is the Matrix. Keyword see. With the eyes, not the soul, our third eye, our heart, or energetic frequencies, we are programmed to discount these. The Matrix strips us back, disconnecting us from our spiritual whole self. The Matrix aims to control, to manipulate our thoughts, feelings and existence. It wants us to be drones, sheeple, to work 8 hours, sleep 8 hours and play, by hours spent, for 8 hours. It is hardwired with traps, pitfalls, ways to capture us and lock us down if we question it too loudly. The system micromanages us, particularly the West with our nanny state, CCTV, drones, and bureaucracy. Orwell's 1984's grim vision of a controlled future was not far from where we find ourselves. Intensive religious, cultural, and economic programming means we struggle to be our authentic selves. We are given our Matrix avatar at birth, our life experience dictated by where we are born. Waking up means we start to break apart this avatar, step out of our designated sheeple role, question, challenge, and threaten the status quo. The system is also programmed to respond to awakening. From an individual perspective, waking up in a hostile environment like the Matrix, a degree of care is required to navigate the potential traps rigged into the Matrix's web of control. If we wake up and don't begin to embrace a holistic approach to ourselves, balancing mind, body, and soul, we risk going under, sinking, checking out. To be awake and not spiritually connected is to limit hope and belief in a better world. Waking up is harsh. It takes guts, courage, a willingness to let go of all preconceived ideas about the world and our place in it. It requires we see the truth in the world around us. It leaves nothing hidden, no secrets. To survive, we need to get spiritualized. Whatever our preconceived understanding of that word is. To counterbalance the harsh reality of a planet under siege, we need to connect, get spiritual. There is love, gratitude, hope, and compassion at the heart of most earth religions. Find the heart in yours. Or step out of organized religion and find your own brand of spirituality. There are no rules, only love, peace, and empathy. Many people can experience a very sudden awakening, a bright light, a mind-expanding dream, a fluctuation in their surroundings with enough impact to trigger conscious awakening. Some people wake up slowly, often stemming from a political awakening. How we wake up can have a big effect on how we cope. A slow, gradual awakening is best, as we have time to adjust, to question, research, reflect, adapt, and refine our perception of the world as we go along. We can find people to help us along the way, use holistic remedies, sound baths, chanting, yoga, to gradually guide us along the path of waking up. This is the process of unplugging from the Matrix. Like Neo, we must find our true selves to survive, to not crash. We must believe we can manifest our own reality, connect to our inner power, and know there is a better world, a new earth, in our hearts, minds, and souls. These 7 tips for surviving waking up in the Matrix can help us safely navigate the challenges of awakening. 1. Meditate, pray, breathe, and connect to higher frequencies regularly. Build this into your daily routines, let it become an organic part of your existence. 2. Try to keep your diet toxin-free and clean. This is a tall order in the Matrix where you may be mocked by friends and family for refusing to drink fizzy drinks, eat at McDonald's, frontline food weapons distributor, or consume copious amounts of alcohol. 3. Don't be hard on yourself. Emotions like guilt, shame, anger, and anxiety hold back our awakening, making our energies heavy and dense. Don't beat yourself up. 4. Find the flow, the groove in your life. The more we go with the flow, the more in tune with the flow we are. 5. Be selective about who you confide in. The matrix will trap any dissenters. It will try and box you in using, most commonly, pharmaceuticals. 6. Learn to play the matrix game. If you break its rules, the rules of outwardly conforming, the matrix will lock you in, trap you, and drain you. Adopt stealth mode, talk to trusted tribe only. Seek guidance from healers and holistic therapies. 7. Self-care is key to surviving this waking up process. Being prepared to look into our spiritual mirror, release dark, heavy, sticky karma, and welcome lighter love vibrations into our lives. This is shadow work, prayer, meditation, quiet time, reflection, and release. Adopting stealth mode may be the least relevant for some, as the current global awakening has reached such heights of openness and mainstream media penetration that standing up and fighting injustice is far more possible than it has been for a while. The cabal are on shaky ground, they know it, we know it. Who doesn't know about Bohemian Grove, the Bilderberg Group, the Rothschilds, and the 12 families? So maybe stealth mode is not always necessary. Look at your own life. How much natural freedom do you have? If you have plenty, relax and enjoy waking up. If there is a lot of control and oppression in your life, then stealth mode is highly advisable. Wearing an outward avatar of conformity can help as we navigate the trickier element of raising our frequencies. When we are ready to step into our power, we will know it in our own lives and we will stand our ground. Until then, survival may necessitate camouflage and stealthy strategy for some. Be careful who you tell and who you talk to. Avoid trusting anyone who represents the system, unless you know they are free thinkers, including doctors, social workers, and priests, or the equivalent. They are programmed to shut you down. They can be the loveliest people, kind and compassionate, but they are programmed by the system. Their thinking is structured to follow the matrix algorithms. Keywords will set off alarms in their head, trigger processes and procedures that can be hard to stop once they have started. Be mindful, practice being in the present, detaching from anxiety about the past or worries about the future. Children, nature, friendship, good books, and creative passions are excellent ways to keep us focused on the now. This takes daily practice and progress can be slow at first. Setting focused intentions at the beginning of each day can help with learning to see our own power in manifestation. Avoid trying to escape too much. The spirit, once awakened and realizing it's in the third dimension, which can be brutal, harsh, and painful, compulsively wants to escape. It can achieve this through tantric breathing, opiates, meditation, and lucid dreaming, to name a few. We are a trinity being, mind, body, soul systems, each element in balance with the others. This balance comes from moderation, core grounding, and chakra alignment. The natural organic evolution of Gaia and the beings traveling with her lends itself to a bumpy ride. Yet we each chose to be here. Teachers, warriors, shamans, free thinkers, rebels, and healers. We have a mission. To fulfill that mission and raise the frequency in our little sphere of influence is to learn how to play the matrix game, navigate cosmic storms, whilst remaining stable and mindful in the third dimension. We can all be karmic Neo. We can all stop bullets, learn kung fu, and rock a leather coat if we choose to. Namaste.